Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
On the ready.
51.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Just get out the field, defense. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam.
Five.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And right away, he lost the football. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Let's get it together, defense.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Ready.
2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
No, 258.
Watch my board. If you'll get this board, you can
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Come on,
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Topper!
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Get it!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 10 over. Go.
At the Jaguars' 43.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo!
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
X3, 218, chopper, 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Challenge. Don't let challenge. Look at this.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
26.
They'll run it here with Logan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, one set.
Right left.
Right 54. Watch the pass.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
It's 2nd down.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Come on, right now. You got 58. Don't be scared of it.
Kill.
Yeah,
Rodgers going to throw. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
no. 319.
Push him back.
319.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They bring Rashawn Melvin on the corner blitz, and he gets there. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
15 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They'll drop to throw. And some room to roam now. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Hey, what's that? Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, leg. Flip it down.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this throw caught left side. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Open man is Higgins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now Smallwood running right, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On play action, Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
He's checking.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, 88.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Right.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check. Walk 54. Ready? You go tight. You over.
A run with Smallwood. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
258.
54. Mike 54. Too little, Cut.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Rip left.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Green brings it in. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 30. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Line 54.
Coming to you, coming to you. Right there.
Rodgers now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Check 99. Check 99. Showing it.
Right.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Right there.
Pick it up. Watch the eye.
Hey, Mike.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The here on their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike Popo. Exit, exit. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Time to go. Night, night. 44. Smooth. 44 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Big grip.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check pass, check pass.
2nd and 5. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Open man, Ross complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tighten up.
Get 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Also over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding Green complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Inside. Jeff.
On 1st down, Smallwood.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
From the 17, Rodgers, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not tack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And the 10 just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
First and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzomah. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers.
He's going to rifle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
Pull it high.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Yo, cheetah. Shoot.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. There's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Smallwood. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We are going.
Rodgers looking to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the safety creep. Check
Next one. Hey, check 26.
To throw is Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Go. Go to 50.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
At the 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check right. Pick the edge. Go. Shift. Watch the shift.
They run again with Logan. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Set it in. 258.
Let's make these babies cry.
Excellent.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Mike 54.
On first down, Smallwood. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Wendell Smallwood, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. And this.
He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.